The Covert Standard.
Shit, yeah. 3%ers right here.
You see, you just gotta elevate your lifestyle. Shit, I don't like asking for directions. I do love ass and titties, though, all day long. Holy shit, welcome to the Covert Standard. You are now listening to the four greatest motherfuckers in the world. I'm fucking kidding. I'm boosting us way too much.
No, I like that. Keep going with that
the most handsome person in the room.
Thank you.
The most engineering person in the room. The biggest asshole in the room. And of course, yours truly.
Hey, I got introduced twice. So I think that's right. What about D?
I gave way too much credit to the whole asshole thing. Like, I believe we all have just about almost the same amount of asshole. He is definitely, we got a lot of sarcasm into this. Me like bourbon.
Oh,
anyway,
me like Poontang is what it is.
Damn. Yeah. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode. What are we on right now?
9.
Like 25.
No, 20. We better be talking about fucking zombies. Don't get me excited.
Come on,
can only get so hard.
You're teasing everybody that's fucking listening to this. Always bringing it up, man. You gotta.
I turned down buying Resident Evil 2 twice today.
Oh my god!
So, I was actually in Best Buy getting a filter for my fridge because the filter's like.
In Best Buy, they have filters.
Yeah, they have filters at Best Buy.
Fridge filters.
Or
fridge filters.
Yeah, because they sell fridges.
They do sell fridges.
Fair
That's where I bought
section.
my fridge from,
Yeah.
even though I got fucked from them.
Mad
but anyway,
expensive.
so while I was in there, I was actually looking at Resident Evil 2.
Yeah.
And I was there for about 20 minutes. I was looking at the back and the
got it.
front. I looked at the back again, looked at the front again, looked up a video, looked at the front again. I was like, I gotta buy this. But I didn't. Dude, I have no time for it,
I know.
man. I really just I have no fucking time.
But
But
Resident Evil 2.
yeah,
I
know.
don't
so
have
good.
time
It
to.
looks
but
so good.
So
It's
I
not
saw-
just Resident Evil 2.
I
It
want
looks so much better
You know
than the
they're
original.
they're already talking about making 3. They're making Resident Evil 3
Yeah.
as of right now.
Shut the fuck
I
up.
actually looked at
There's
like a live play, like watching somebody play it for a little bit.
Nerd now.
Yeah.
And I found myself sucked to the screen and realized I gotta fucking get off and start doing some other shit. And you know, speaking of doing other shit, we have a fucking sponsor, ladies and gentlemen, that actually fucking helps pay for this show. I don't believe everybody's been introduced formally to the infamous Cabal USA yet, even though you guys hear me say this on every fucking podcast. But yeah, he helps pay for this shit. It's cabalusa.co. Have the right gear, and he actually just dropped some new gear, some new shit right there. So go ahead and check him out. Go to Dubai.
We were talking about Dubai earlier.
Dubai. But hey, a D-ball is pretty good on your fucking AR. I'll tell you that.
Go
MVGs.
to cabalusa.co. That's not to be confused with .com. Go to cabalusa.co and actually check him out. He's got some new, really awesome fucking gear on there. Some hats and some shirts with some badass fucking sayings. A lot of things that we love. I believe Memento Mori. If you guys don't know what that is, check it out, look it up, and buy the fucking t-shirt and hat for it.
I have a problem.
Awesome.
Oh, what's the problem?
Ooh, I have a problem with you.
Is it ma'am?
The management of cabalusa.co.
Oh, shit.
I was on that the other day,
What happened?
and a little pop-up came up.
No pop-up. It's only on the top now.
Right.
It's on the top.
You know what it is? What it says?
It says coupon for 10% off. I remember that.
Yeah.
You son of a bitch. That's supposed to be for our listeners,
Yeah,
not
it's
every
supposed to be
slut
our-
that comes
it
to your
is-
website.
It
You
is
son of a bitch.
So I was actually gonna talk to you about that later because, ladies and gentlemen,
Okay.
ladies and
I
gentlemen,
wanted to call him out on air.
ladies and gentlemen, you guys actually get 10% off of the entire purchase when you go on there and use the promo code Covert Standard. But what D-Huck over here is actually explaining to you guys is if you give him his fucking email, you get a 10% off too. So we're going to try to entice him to change that shit. Maybe we'll get an 11% off if you do Covert Standard, or a 5%
for email.
For email. I think 5% will be fair for email, so that way you listeners can get something very special on the website. And he does not like us talking about this right now. He's
Dave
got this...
Cabal doesn't give a fuck about you. That's what it means.
He does bullshit. I fucking love you guys.
He definitely does.
It's something that totally went over my, like, it passed my management skills. Definitely. I agree with fucking Dylan over here. That was originally the first coupon, and then, we started doing this podcast, and I kind of overlooked it.
Yeah.
Definitely my fault. I dropped the ball for that. We're going to bump it up to 20%.
Ooh, shit.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. 20% if you go type in Covert Standard in the promo code area at the very end of the thing, you get 20% off. He's only doing 20%. He really doesn't want to do 20%, but he's doing it because Dylan called him out on that shit.
That's why I'm an asshole.
So
I fucked it up.
So cabalusa.co, please visit that. Go ahead and buy some t-shirts, buy some hats, support the podcast, and support the foundation and the group that we end up building from this. because you, ladies and gentlemen, are what make this happen, and you are who we do this for. So we love you and everything. And speaking upon that, just to let you guys know, a little tidbit, we are at now 701 total downloads and live plays from you listeners. That means you guys are listening and you guys are loving it. And I can tell you, I've listened to each and every episode about 10 times, and I can't get enough of this stuff.
America!
That's where all the numbers come from.
Yeah, it's just the four of us listening to it over and over again
on different machines.
On different, we got 5 computers, 3 different iPhones, 3 different Samsungs, and we're just trying to pop.
No, on a fucking real note, like we love you guys. You know, that's definitely not how it goes, but we definitely fucking love you guys. Thank you for supporting everything you guys do. Everybody that's purchasing stuff from the sponsors and listening to the podcast, fucking love it, and I love that everybody's following everybody in this fucking room.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
It is pretty fucking cool. And also, I'm going to give a little tidbit on here, just a little shout out. I wouldn't be able to do a lot of this stuff on here without a good friend of mine, Miguel. He owns a company called iView Marketing. That's EYE View Marketing. If you want to visit his stuff, he's the one-stop shop for all print management stuff. He's been able to hook it up with a lot of things. Now, I will definitely go on to say that I am rusty as a motherfucker when it comes to shooting. I can't believe it's been
I could have told you that.
long.
Could have told you that.
Yep.
And I still will whip your ass. However, I'm really rusty.
I don't know.
I'm
I
really
wish you
rusty.
could make it out to a match, and then we can find out.
I definitely want to.
Jesus
Christ.
I definitely want to do that.
It's not his fault. No, I'm not shitting on him for not being able to make it out, but I wish we could.
I'm not scared of it. I just can't. I don't have.
I wish a bitch would.
I wish a motherfucker would. Yeah. So yeah, I found out. Me and Cabal over here, we ended up going on to the range north of it, 30 minutes away. That's fucking amazing.
Dude, it's great. It's a fantastic.
It's 34 minutes if you don't drive like us.
No, shit, Dylan, have you fucking ever followed this motherfucker? So this motherfucker made me like follow him.
I didn't know if he was gonna are you gonna get lost? Are you gonna keep up? What's going on?
Come to find out, this motherfucker is going 95 miles an hour. I'm going like 92. I'm going 92.
I thought he was slow as shit too.
I thought so too.
Dude, there's this stretch of highway that it's expected. All right, that's all I can say.
I fucking missed the memo.
No disagreement, but every time I follow you, it's like, why the fuck are we going the speed limit? This is ridiculous.
I know why, but I can't say why.
Dude, listen.
Don't tease the audience like that, bro. Yeah, you can't tease the audience.
I'm a frugal person.
Yes,
okay?
What's your money?
I don't like fucking paying speeding tickets. I've never had one before. I don't want to have one. All right. That said, no cop is ever in this stretch of highway. No, there's nothing there. I mean, and everybody expects you to haul ass because there's nothing. You're driving through nothing.
Okay, I mean, so now we're not going to drop the name of the range simply because everybody's going to be waiting
I
on that.
I don't want more people in my range.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. I don't want to call out either. I want to be able to do and enjoy my own time on the range as well.
If that's the case, we're going to have to delete the live Instagram. So let's go ahead and delete that real quick.
I don't remember if I said it on there.
If you're avid listeners, you can figure it out.
Two people watched, and we said it the fucking last podcast, so we'll be okay. But let's hear about how terrible you were. I want to continue on that.
So I went on. We were doing a handgun only, so handgun calibers 9mm, and I brought out my SBR CZ Scorpion, and I brought out my Gucci Glock, and I also brought out my Gen 5, which I shot way better with, being iron sights. I think what it was I completely forgot to re-zero my optic when I took it off to put the battery in. I completely forgot to re-zero it.
I don't think you have a lot of trigger time behind it.
It could be that issue, but I will tell you that if you do not train to an RMR style optic, it is like most people suck. Most people suck until they've trained to it.
Yep. Not enough trigger time behind it. That's all.
So I've come to realization that even though I'm really cocky behind the gun, that when I put a red dot on one and I don't train with it, I definitely start failing in that, because when I was cocky enough to beat almost everybody that came across my path, it was all iron sights. I've never used optics. I used to be that guy who was like, fuck optics. I could do irons all day. I could shoot up to 500 yards with a fucking rifle on an optic. That's what I trained for.
Your eyes are getting older.
So yeah, I know. And I've been putting it off. I got really great at one time, and then I put it off, and I got not lazy, but I have reallocated my time to other things.
I feel like, if I can interject a little bit here, I feel like it's kind of like double action trigger pulls, to where you can get really proficient in it, but you have to continue training, because if you get used to something else, like a striker fire gun, and you go back to that double action trigger pull, you're not as proficient.
Yeah.
Because the same thing is true with me. I mean, I was a huge proponent of peep sights. I peep sights in particular, not just open sights. I really like peep sights. Shot, I think the most consistently I was shooting was somewhere between 600 to 800 yards.
Yeah.
Right. But I was very consistent with it. I was very happy with my results.
Oh yeah. Dave can actually tell you, and I'm sure he'll back me up on this, that when I got off the red dot,
Yeah.
I mean, we figured out where
What?
the red dot needs to be.
Right.
When I got off the red dot and I put it away because my trigger actually failed, I picked up my Gen 5 that I have, that my actual carry gun, and I shot way better.
I
when
always
went to
do better
irons.
with factory
I
Glocks.
went right
Weird.
to that.
So what do you want
Factory
me to
Glocks.
vouch for?
Basically, that I did way better with iron sights over the red
I
dot.
don't think it's
Well,
way
no.
better, but
I know,
better.
I know it's kind of mixing
Better,
things
but
up,
not way
talking,
better.
talking
But-
about pistols versus rifles.
A lot of it has to do with his finger too, though. Let's
But
not
I
put
will
that to
say,
the side.
if you're talking shooting rifle distance, it is really undeniable. Optics are significantly better across the board, not just for me, for everybody.
Distance in general.
I want to
Yeah.
give another shout out.
Handguns as well.
Actually,
Wow.
Dread the Patriot. I have to give him a fucking shout out. This guy right now is go and look up his Instagram. Is Dread the Patriot. He actually is. He believes in everything we believe. He's a core fucking supporter. He's one of our biggest fans, and he actually just
you do
recently said because he
No.
just got into making knives, making
You're not
blades.
even in it.
Yep.
He started getting into making tomahawks. Well, actually, we kind of talked him into making tomahawks. He's actually going to be sending us a couple of or a few
What do you mean we?
tomahawks. We
Yeah.
me and you.
What?
Me and you talked him into it.
I didn't talk him into
I
anything.
talked him into it. Nobody
Yeah.
else talked. I did it.
Yeah,
It was
of
all
course.
me.
Of course, it was you.
And he's going to be sending us some fucking tomahawks. So this guy, go check out his fucking page, man. I mean, this
All right,
guy,
will
this
do.
guy.
I love custom knife makers, custom tomahawks. That's all awesome.
It's not-
I don't know this guy yet. But I will
It's
definitely
not
check
just
him
that he's a custom knife maker either, though. He believes in everything that we all believe, the core
Sure.
values.
Well-
He doesn't just choose one side.
Yeah, I
Dread.
disagree with
Dread.
a lot of
out. We
things that
disagree
Dylan
with each
said.
other all the
Dread.
time.
Dread. I need it to be a little bit more Viking than the rest of those motherfuckers. And
It's gonna have
Dude,
I'm
This
wings.
gonna,
motherfucker's
I'm gonna
making you-
fuck that up with breaching shit. Just so you know.
So
This man
he
is
actually,
making you for free a tomahawk, and you have the balls.
I gotta make it. I gotta make it stand out. It's gotta be
Ungrateful son of a bitch.
It's a Viking thing. All
That's
right.
white privilege.
No, on a real note, he did give me some like links and images on how to actually set up a forge on the fucking budget.
Yeah, no,
so you can start. We might be able to talk offline about this.
Yeah, I was almost actually going to do that. We have a mutual friend actually that approached me for a very reasonable price to get everything going.
Yeah.
Way cheaper than if I just bought it all new because he kind of got into it and then he doesn't have the time and he wants to get out of the hobby.
Shit.
But I've kind of dedicated the next 4 or 5 months to strictly being debt free.
Make me one.
I bought a house, put me into the hole a little bit. I need
No, it doesn't. It's equity, 100%.
No. It put me into the hole a little bit.
Oh, understood.
So I need to make sure I don't like paying interest on anything. I don't like being in debt at all. So next 4 months, I need to cool it on and spending money on cool shit.
I'm actually in the same boat too because I used a lot of that to build this. So
Boring adult shit.
yes, boring adult shit. So
that shit.
to finalize the whole Dread the Patriot, he's a hardcore fan. Been so since the beginning, supporting.
Loves America.
And he loves America, and
Absolutely.
that's what this is about, ladies and gentlemen. Is we love America, we love our country, we love the land that we live on.
Give a lot of credit to anybody that loves America. I mean, you can disagree with me on a lot of things. If that's your core focus, then we're probably okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I mean, he's pretty friendly with all of us. I mean, I know that Chase hit him up about one of his favorite bands, and he ended up
yeah.
coming back with more.
Viking shit.
He came up with a few more. Dave came out with him making shit. He came out with him with the Forge. I came out with him. I don't know if you saw the live video with me and Dave in it, but me and Dave went on a whole conversation with him. Actually talked about different things on Instagram, and he believes in a lot of the things we believe.
My
And
feelings
so,
are
you know,
hurt.
so
My feelings are hurt. This guy has not reached out to me at all.
no, we.
I had to reach out.
So
I had
it's
to reach
gonna
out for
be
him.
D-
Okay.
Huck underscore.
Well, it's actually probably my fault because I'm terrible.
You are
about,
horrible
so
at this.
that'll get us onto this other subject. They want to do websites. All right. So on cabalusa.co, there's a section dedicated to the podcast now, and then we have something kind of working out for a website dedicated to this podcast. And so they want pictures, they want bios. And we're close friends for a very long time, and
Dude,
they're
we're
quickly
going
like,
on seven plus.
I have 2 pictures of you.
Like we don't. Nobody has any pictures of. Like Dylan is the most incognito one out of all
I'll
of
take
us.
that back. I got a shit ton of pictures of Dylan. It's just not
no.
him by himself.
It's like him and
it's
like
him
50
and
other
a
people.
fucking crew. You know, him completely hammered with his eyes closed.
That one.
I have some photos and videos that I promised I wouldn't disclose
So,
the videos. And look at him,
you
he's trying to
already-
change the subject.
You already did. You already did.
Yeah,
No,
We
no,
already
I
did
promised.
that
I
one.
promised I wouldn't release the info, so I haven't. But I
All
do
right,
have. I do
okay,
have
you're
some
on
really good
record now.
photos.
Change topic.
But
I really
anyways,
want to use the photo. He's
you
got
know, looking at
Dylan
my
has a
phone-
really white ass.
Look-
Just say.
Yeah, I'm very white.
It's very white.
Looking at my phone, I literally have less than 10. Less than 10 photos of myself as far as like selfies. I'm not that kind of person to take pictures of myself. Also, like the shooting thing, that's why I'm terrible at Instagram. At least once a month, I'm doing some cool ass shit out on a range.
Competition, though. It's not even
And-
just shooting.
Well,
You're doing
that's what-
competition.
That's
It's
what I mean
not-
by cool ass shit. It's a
Yeah.
lot of entertaining, very fun
yeah,
shit.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And I don't record any of
don't
it. I'm just like,
undersell
I'm here
yourself,
for me.
man.
I know.
I'm here for me.
That's my
Yeah.
fault. I need to get that better next
Yeah.
time we go.
So I'm gonna work on busting out a GoPro and starting to record at least some of that stuff, and I'll edit out all my terrible shit.
So, what do you guys
So-
think about fucking camping
Static, good.
national park? Camping in a national park. What
What's
do you
the
guys
closest
think?
national park we have to us?
It's not real.
Well,
It's not real.
we don't want to disclose locations.
I mean, everybody knows we're in Florida.
Yeah, we're in Florida.
Yeah,
but
and nothing is real in Florida as far as national park.
All right,
Okay,
come
so
on.
so outside of
Palmetto
Florida,
is everywhere. I get it, and you're saying that we could probably camp in Freddie's
Dude,
backyard.
People
Thank
can't
you.
fucking live on a national park. All right, that's not a national park. If someone has a fucking trailer living there.
But you
Hobo.
can shoot. You can shoot
No,
somebody.
these are like permitted, like
No,
not
no.
just like one or two.
I get that, but people living in national parks.
Oh yeah, well yeah. I thought we had a discussion about
Hobo
that.
traps.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I'm
hobo
actually
traps.
I
yeah.
support hobos that live in
Hashtag.
national parks. I totally support it
Yeah,
because
versus
they're not fucking
taking over
begging; they're
houses.
just living off of land. All right,
Yeah.
so I'm not super opposed to that.
so real quick, the national parks outside of Florida. Which one is the closest outside of Florida? Is it Georgia? Does Georgia have a national park that we
They got
I'm
can?
a
not
shit
well
ton.
versed
Yes.
enough on East Coast.
So Georgia actually has a couple different parks, but the first mountain for Floridians
What the?
It's gonna
fuck?
be-
He can't say that word.
Bro.
Do it again. Say it again.
or Florida boys.
No, say it the other way.
Say it the right way, the correct way.
Listen here, I pick your pani.
I pick up pennies.
Yes,
Anyways,
I do
what
pick
were
up
we saying?
pennies. So the first mountain is going to be like 1,900 feet above sea level and all that shit,
is the park?
and it's going to be the Swanee
I like-
Mountain. That Swanee
I like
Mountain
Poontang.
has a fucking
Me-
badass
me like
fucking trail.
Poontang.
Yeah,
Me
Wow.
like whiskey.
Me like whiskey.
whiskey.
Me like this
Poontang.
beer.
Look, listen. Like, it's one of those things, like, as I'm being recorded, I start realizing that I'm not enunciating the right words the proper
All of
way.
us.
And,
Last
dude,
podcast,
it's
I
so
said follow
fucking
me
hard.
at the Nitro Planner or something. I
Yeah.
said the
They
Nitro.
knew what you
yeah,
meant.
they'll figure it out.
So, for whatever reason, I'm, like, so self-conscious on what I'm doing on the fucking mic.
Once the mic's
So.
on, it's the truth. That's it. Like I
Then
understand.
fuck that
I
shit.
completely understand that.
It's fucking annoying. Like, I find it annoying that I find it, like, there's a fucking shield there.
All right.
There's
So,
a language
but back-
barrier between you and the microphone.
Yes, I pick bunny, and I'm picking up pennies. Okay, so back to the whole fucking closest thing: Georgia Swanee Mountain, fucking badass.
Swanee Mountain, is that what it's called?
Yeah, it's called the fucking Swanee Mountain.
Yo,
What
you
about,
guys-
what
know-
about Blue Ridge?
where's that at?
Blue Ridge Mountain's pretty
Where-
close.
where's that at? Where's that at?
Close.
Yeah, it's actually right next, like really near to it too.
Hey,
But,
do
like,
you guys
as
want
far
to
as-
do? How about Devil's Den? I know it's not a mountain, but
It's
have
a
you guys
spring.
heard of it?
It's
It's
a
a spring that's underground.
Yeah, I've been out there.
Used to be an old naval training ground for divers.
Oh yes.
You guys want to
Then-
make
yeah.
a trip?
then-
Can we make
well,
a trip?
It's
please?
not that far.
Can we
How
leave?
far?
Can we leave
It's
here?
really not that far.
Like I can't do it the next year. Kind of far.
It's
Yeah.
on the cusp.
So
Of
then
that.
no. So
It's-
yes, let me know how it goes.
Yeah.
Well,
Or we
hold
can
up.
do it next year.
We can talk about it offline. See what we can actually do because we do have a lot of friends that fly planes and helicopters.
Yes,
Are
we
we on
do.
the line right now?
We do.
We need
have
to
a lot
reach
of
out.
people.
Yeah, but
That cuts the
Where
time
them
by
at?
like 15.
I mean, I
where them at?
could.
Where they
I
at?
can- I can make some phone calls.
Where
Yeah,
them
me
at?
too.
We can all make phone calls.
Where them at?
And if you,
Do you have? Where's
we
your,
can get
where's
you
your
anywhere
fucking-
within an hour.
The motherfuckers are fucking jumping out of planes all the fucking time. Come
Hey,
on.
can we do that too? Can we go skydiving together? That would be fucking amazing. I want to do that. Can we
I'm
jump out of
not
a plane?
tandem qualified.
Well, none of us are. So let's just fucking
That
strap.
seems gay.
Let's go strap to strangers and do it.
Well, you know what?
Actually,
I would
have a
like to
hookup.
have my dick behind
Check
Chase
this
right
out.
now.
Yes.
Okay, what am I checking?
The
Check
claim
Check this out.
dominancy.
Check this out.
I get that.
What?
I actually have a hookup in Sanford to where we only have to do a few tandems and then get our license.
I think it's a total of 8.
No, it's less than that. And it's like
Whoa,
$300
I don't know about
bucks, and then we can actually jump ourselves.
Bro, I'd rather just commit suicide and be free.
Yes.
Let's do it.
I want to do it.
I'm
wanna
confused.
do
There's not enough information here.
I'll give you all the information later. I don't want to drop it.
Later?
That might be wrong.
So also,
we could just go on a plane and jump out. Fuck them.
We
jump
all-
the fuck out of a plane.
Yeah.
we all suck at talking about ourselves.
Yeah. Oh my God. Thank
All
you
right,
for
I'm
bringing that up.
I'm actually
Dylan.
going to go pull it up right now.
I'm very good at talking about myself. What would you like to know?
Until you have to.
Yeah. So
I'm very
Chase,
good at writing shit about people. That's my fucking thing.
Oh, let's talk about that.
So Chase is really good about talking about himself while you're just talking to him, but all he says is like the minuscule, I'm handsome, I have I'm sexy.
I am.
See?
I'm part of the Norse gods.
Thank you.
When you started this off by "We are the greatest people" at the beginning of this podcast, that is the difference between me and Chase. Because Chase was like, "Yes," and I was like, "No." It was on our faces. And this is an audio show, but if there was video, you would have seen that body language.
So in order for
Very
us
good.
to get through us talking about ourselves, because apparently it's a really difficult thing when you start putting it on paper, we went through like bullet points. We went through name, birthplace, time and service, your favorite guns, your favorite everything.
What happened over there, Dylan?
That's what you get.
Yeah,
I mean, Grandpa's getting a little stinky. That's all.
Yeah,
just
Grandpa's
shit the
farting over
corn
there
over there.
Damn it, Grandpa, stop farting.
Yeah, we're about to get it.
Go back to sleep, Grandpa.
So
God
we're
dang.
going through this, and you could tell that when I started going through each one. So I went through mine, then I went through Chase's, then I went through Dave's, then I went through Dylan's, and we're all trying to write about ourselves. And you could tell a point in time where I started drinking more because it gets funnier.
On Dave's, it always gets funnier.
So everybody knows Dave's our fucking neighborhood goofball, and I fucking love him to death.
I don't
for
even
it.
think you were drinking, bro. I think you just wanted to take it back out. on
I
me.
think you
That's what it was.
I'll tell you
probably
revenge.
had one
I'll tell you
drink
what
at
it
that
is.
fucking
time.
revenge.
It was revenge for something that I'm about to bring up as soon as I'm done with
It
this.
was fucking revenge.
And I'll go ahead
Let's
and tell.
be fucking real.
It is a little bit of revenge, but it's pretty fucking funny. So anyway, of course we went through Chase's normal being handsome,
Thank you.
yada yada.
Thank you.
Then I get to Dave's. And we put his real nickname that you guys don't know in the air, but we're going to go and release it now. Since it's already,
I thought we talked about this.
no, I don't think we actually went over Chippy.
Let Chase tell the story because it was his first
So-
experience at that place.
So Dave's actual nickname is Chippy. And if you guys didn't listen to, I think it was episode 1 or 2 where we talk about Chippy, Chase is going to give you a reminder real quick.
All right,
No
yeah, I
way.
thought we did. We were at one of the local bars, the old veteran bars.
Yep.
You talk about the
And-
bar. I know that.
Yes, the bar. And the first time that old David went over to said bar, he was outside peeing outside of said establishment because he was so hammered. Then one of the bartenders, we were telling him about what he does for a living and that he peed outside, so he threw it together. What was his fucking name?
You're talking about Brad.
Brad. And
Brad.
Brad
Homeboy Brad.
came
The
up
90-year-old?
with...
No, Brad's the
no.
bartender. Brad's the
Bartender.
bartender.
90-year-old is Andy. We talked about
Andy.
Andy
Yeah.
on the
Andy
first
is the one that
couple.
gave you the actual nickname,
Is
I
it
thought.
Andy?
No,
So good?
it's not.
Andy
It's not Andy.
gave fucking Chase the fucking look. Oh, you bitch.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
yeah, for the
All right.
fucking drinks.
For the drink.
And then fucking what's his name? Brad
Brad.
came up with
Yeah.
Chippy. And
Ah,
it's
you
kind of
motherfuckers.
no, I mean, bro, we forgot about it until you fucking brought it up tonight.
Yeah,
I didn't
you-
bring anything
it
up.
is
You
your
did.
fault.
It is
No,
your
no,
fault.
Your
You brought it
fault.
up. So anyway, so we get to Dave's, and it's Chippy because of the chip thing at the bar, and that he pissed outside of this bar, and they caught him pissing outside of the bar and yelled
Have
at
him
him.
on camera,
And they have him on camera pissing
peeing
outside the bar.
No,
And they said
there's
it
no
was-
proof that there was
Yes.
no piss.
They
Yes.
said it was really cold.
They said, listen.
No, that's just his normal dick. That's just normal. Areola?
I'm,
So-
I'm
so-
a grower, not a shower.
No,
Ariola, you need
That's
to
a
you need to
thing?
come on here and
no
confirm this.
growing, no showing.
So anyway, we get to his background, and it says, "A mortal that loves the great outdoors and shall persist and enjoy it till death do us part."
Yeah,
Currently
I
machine
love how
operator.
you're like decrescendo right there.
Then we move down. Proud owner and founder of Cabal USA, which you guys know. He's at the top of the show. And then we started getting into things that he likes.
Me.
So this is actually in his bio that you guys will see on the website that'll drop here soon.
You son of a bitch.
Me like guns. Me like dogs.
Oh, why is
Me
that?
like whiskey.
It doesn't even sound right anymore.
Oh,
And
it
then,
sounded good
but
at
the
the time.
best part about it is that Dave actually told me to write this in there for him.
Whoa,
He likes to-
whoa.
He likes
Wow, wow, we wow.
he likes to play
No,
volleyball
what?
in his.
Oh, that, yeah.
He likes to play volleyball
That's a thing.
shirtless in his silkies to the soundtrack of Top Gun, and it just got better from there.
I mean,
I thought we were talking about the orange tang.
Here's-
So, you know.
And right here on the bottom it says me like Poontang. And that was brought to you by D Huck.
right? Who says poontang anymore?
Who says Poontang? So anyway, here's what happened. It's actually a fucking revenge for what Mr. fucking Dave over here decided to do. So
Condition salvage.
Yes.
Hashtag condition
Dylan,
salvage.
give me
even.
full
Yo,
detail
listen,
on how you fucking felt when you were at
I am
that.
a responsible employee. All right, and I was working.
it's been deleted. I can't pull it up to read all the shit you put
I
on there.
was working.
Oh, yeah.
So I take
I got you.
very short
Hand it to me because I want to talk
dinner
about
breaks. So I only got to skim it while I was eating dinner because you guys sit there and text all goddamn day long, and I work
No, we
13-hour shifts. So
I worked.
I know about your long
I
shifts,
worked
but yeah, I got
12s.
shit to do.
Kind of.
So a very interesting item went up for sale in a particular area. The Nitro Panda.
The Nitro Panda went up for sale for $249,000.
$999.
I read that wrong. I thought it was only 25,000.
Thanks. Thanks. I know how much I'm worth to you. Dylan.
I didn't create the value. I just misread it.
Okay, so this
Misread it. I thought-
motherfucker Dave right here. Okay, he must have been really bored and he's been drinking.
Really?
I was
We're
off.
all
really
busy.
drunk.
I was off.
I'm
three,
fucking working.
3 Guinnesses
I'm
in
sitting here
as soon
working-
as I woke up.
And I can,
me and
Yeah,
Dylan
we
are
working
working.
together.
We're working
Yeah.
together right next to each other.
So he's he's over here getting pissed. He's really getting pissed. I was like, this motherfucker's got nothing better to do.
Why the fuck did you film that?
I literally was sitting next to Dylan, and I
I was
look at
working.
this.
I was actually working. Like,
We broke Dave right now. It was awesome.
Dave is broken. So I look at this. I look
exactly
down.
what I expected.
I look down on my phone. I got a message from him, and he says, "You're for sale, bro." And I said, "What do you mean?"
No,
Hold on. Oh, no.
How do we go
back.
into that
back.
first?
Go back. Because
Hold
it
on.
all
How does this
started.
start? I don't
Was it
know.
the
all-
group chat?
Come on.
Was
It was
the
a
group
in
chat?
the group chat.
Fucking Chase wanted to buy you. And you're like, not for sale, bro.
I said not, for sale. And he
bruh.
goes, well, oh yeah. And then Chase
And I
wanted to
said,
buy
all
me.
right.
And then he goes, Chase, Freddie's now for sale. And he posted the
But
thing.
before that, I started asking weird questions. That should have been red flag right there.
Well, I wasn't
Red
even
flag
thinking
right
about.
there.
I wasn't thinking.
it's just like questions about myself.
Okay.
Sure, I'll answer.
All right, stand by. I'll get down to this.
Oh, it was so good. No, he's like, yeah, you're making a dating profile for me? All right, cool, bro. Yeah. I weigh 185. I am 6'4". We all know that's not true.
I'm actually trying to locate this fucking post. I don't know.
Alright,
I don't know if
We
it's after.
bullshit to each other too much. That you're gonna have a long scroll.
Is it before?
Yes. No, I'm almost
This
there.
was like
Hold on.
5 days ago.
Hold
That's-
on, I'm almost there.
As
Is
Chase
it
going
before
through the
Chase
whole
talks
thing.
about himself, or is it after?
No, that's always a thing.
Dude,
'Cause
it's
Chase
almost,
talks
that's
about himself
daily.
a lot.
That's daily.
And well, we
Well,
talk.
he
we
doesn't
really
talk
do.
about. He really doesn't talk about himself. What it is, he sends pictures of himself to us, and then all of a sudden we start saying, "Bro, we fucking love that helmet. Does it come with like XXX XXL?"
It
we're like-
actually did. It was pretty awesome.
So like shit like that, and we just start fucking going back and forth, picking on each other is no fucking big deal. But that's kind of how I remembered it, and I didn't even say anything for most of the time. It all started with Chase, Fred, started talking back to each other.
They love talking shit
Yeah,
to each other.
they love talking shit to each other. Then,
Because we love each other. Duh.
yeah, it's, you know,
I don't.
It's a thing.
It's where the fuck is this?
You don't love me?
No, I do. I'm just like these text messages are ridiculous. Looking back at them,
now that I'm looking at him, I'm like,
we
I'm
know
like,
that's the
alcohol.
whole- that's
we
the
the
whole-
actually talk about this shit.
That's the whole second podcast is breaking down our group chat.
oh, here it is right here. Okay, okay.
The
so
covert standard
Yeah.
sub podcast.
so we start talking
um,
about Seven's out. I started talking about we released episode 7. Everybody check it out and everything like that. And then we start posting videos and stuff like that. And then Chase comes out and he was like, he had an interview they had to do, which is really awesome. And then we basically were just talking to each other. And then all of a sudden, Dave posts. He didn't say shit.
No, we're Yeah, keep going. Keep going. It's further.
You talk about further before that.
I thought it was further before that because he asked you fucking questions.
Oh, he
Yeah.
did ask me questions.
I did ask you questions like you were going to be doing a fucking profile.
Damn, we
Date
talk
profile.
way too much to each other.
I know. Dude, it's 30 to 40 messages a day.
We talk way too
This is
much.
only 4
We're getting
people
ready
in
to
a
start
fucking
this.
group.
We're getting ready to start this podcast, and Fred's like, silent phones. I'm like, you bitches take your phone off silent? I cannot work with my phone going up that much.
I feel like it wasn't in the group chat when you started asking me these questions.
It was.
It was.
I remember.
I
Was
remember.
it on
can't-
Instagram?
I can't find it.
It was on. It was an
Oh,
awesome.
Maybe it was.
It
on
was an
Instagram.
Instagram.
That's the
That's
other
where it
difficult
was.
thing. There's a group chat on Instagram as well as text messages, as well as a larger group chat that has even more friends.
Shut up! Do you like us?
That's why I couldn't find it because it's on here.
Yeah. No, that makes more sense.
So I'm trying to go through. We
The
have
thread
we,
unravels.
we talk way too much. Oh my!
There's so much
God.
data just to get these fucking group texts going.
Like,
Anyways,
you have to reload.
Let's hear this story. So, Dave starts asking questions that would raise suspicion to anybody that gives
Anybody.
a fuck about their own privacy.
Especially
But
when
Fred is immediately like,
all right.
yes,
All right.
you're asking
all right,
questions
all
about
right,
me? I'll answer all of them.
All right, so we talked in the message about buying you, and then fuck, I just lost it.
Oh no! It reloaded. That's what it did. Fuck Instagram. All right, fuck it. Look, we spent already more than 5 fucking minutes on the air.
Right.
So
No, here, okay.
Oh,
so,
I see.
No.
He
So
goes,
he's-
okay, I got it. He goes, you're okay. He releases like a child book, like meme or something like
What?
that. Oh no,
Oh,
before
okay,
that, he goes,
yeah, after that.
before that, he
Freddie,
goes,
what's your height?
I laughed. He goes,
No. What's your height, weight,
He goes,
age?
once. I go, me too. He goes, was talking about you. And I was like, I'm not for sale. Dave will sell his body though. And then he goes, who says need to buy you? LOL. And we're just like going
This is
through.
Chase.
This is our
Chase just said that.
This,
Yes,
is,
it
this
does.
is me and Chase.
It does sound like 17-year-old girls. You are correct.
Yep. This is
So,
true.
so then we
High
start
school,
going through
all
memes,
over
and like
again.
we forget about it. We get deep into another conversation, and then Dave goes out. So Dave,
Out of
day
nowhere.
drinking, and then and I was like,
I caught that. I'm like, motherfucker.
It's
we're
11.
at, we're at
It's
work.
11 o'clock.
It's
Two
11
of
o'clock
us
in the
are at
morning.
work at least.
It's 11
I
o'clock
was
in the
at work
morning.
too, but I was like, yes.
It's 11 o'clock in the morning. Dave is by himself. He's off, and he goes, so day drinking? And then I was like, bang, Dave. And then all of a sudden he comes out of nowhere. And we talked about Chase buying me like way before this. Like we've been talking, right? And he comes out and he goes, so Freddie, what's your height, weight, and age? And I was like, why? And so I completely lie. I was like, I'm 6'5", 185 pounds.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm
not
25
185.
years old. And he was like, so 5'6", 225, and 34 sound good?
I mean, he's really close though.
And I was like, it's close, but not. Anyway, I go,
I could have
wait.
been that Carney
I
guy.
go,
Guess what?
I go, wait, why do you need this? And he goes, no reason. And I was, I go, bitch, it wouldn't have been asked without a reason. I was like making dating profiles, and Chase goes awkward, and then he just forgets. Everybody just stops texting each other. Everybody forgot.
No one
Silence.
forgot over on Dave's side.
Dave was menacingly on his computer typing
15
up.
minutes later.
So all of a sudden, Dave comes out and he goes, Chase, he's for sale now.
No, he sends a photo.
Just
of it first.
Just for the visuals of the listeners, just 15 minutes of Dave typing
away on his computer. He sends a photo, and it says Nitro Panda for sale, $249,999. And then he goes, Chase, he's for sale now. So I click on it, and I didn't even read it. I just saw the title, and I just go, I hate you. And he's like, well, I'll start your data from Facebook, and then Chase goes, wow. All of a sudden, we're like sitting here talking about other things happening, and we forget about it again, and then he posts the link. Right? So he posts the link.
Reason why I posted the link, because nobody fucking believed me. It's going to be 0711. I don't give a fuck.
For everybody to give it this. So he posts the link on there, and I click on the link, and holy shit, this motherfucker actually spent some time day drinking early, and decides to come out and put a post on Craigslist. Nitro Panda for sale, $249,999. Now let me tell you something. This guy had a lot of fucking time on his hands because this shit was good.
A wee bit.
He goes, currently I have a Nitro Panda for sale for roughly $250,000. Height is 5'10", weighing in at 230 pounds, model, Filipino, make, USMC. want a man that literally no one will ever compliment you on? Well, look no further. You motherfucker.
Like the best part.
Let's talk about features. Tattooless? Nope. Fancy? Nope. Rear view? Nope.
Get outta here.
But it's transparent. This man is yoke. Net worth $426,000. So apparently, ladies and gentlemen, I'm actually net worth at about $426,000, which is complete bullshit.
If you claim bankruptcy right now, you'll only be worth $10,000, but it's all good.
Oh, so you're just measuring my life right now to the dollar amount?
My
you son
bad.
of a
The
bitch.
debt
But
ratio.
it would have been 400.
He goes, let me tell you a story. One day, Nitro Panda started making a strange sound. I didn't give a shit and ignored it. It went away. The end. What kind of fucking story
All right,
is
let's
this?
wrap this up with the very last and what's
Yeah.
the
All
bottom
right,
of
so
this?
I'll go.
straight
I'm
to
gonna
the
go all
end.
the way. I'm gonna go all the way to the end.
I skimmed through this, and this last tagline, it broke me.
Okay, so I'm gonna go over the last two paragraphs. It goes.
Go for it. Go for it.
He
Just
goes,
read it.
This monster is as practical as a Roth IRA. It's as middle of the road as your grandpa during his last silver alert.
Ouch.
It's as utilitarian as a member of church whose scripture is based entirely on water bills. Let's face the facts. This Yeti isn't going to win any beauty contest, but neither are you. Stop lying to yourself and stop lying to your wife. This isn't a Bigfoot you want. It's the Nitro Panda you deserve.
You missed the last line.
But no, that's
There's
not what
one more
fucked me up.
line.
That's
That's
not
the
what
last
fucked
line.
me up.
No,
No.
no.
Keep scrolling down.
Keep scrolling down.
That's it.
Condition.
Oh, the condition.
Oh, condition. Oh, condition salvage.
I mean, it's very fitting of you, sir.
Oh, that fucked me
You
up.
fucking asshole.
That's very,
Fucked me
very
up.
good. Very good, Dave Gawal.
So for a very short period of time, you could have bought me, but nobody did. So fuck you guys.
Oh
I'm
no,
with-
there was plenty of offers.
Yeah.
Tell me-
They wanted pictures first.
I'm
Tell
not-
me more about these offers. That's what I would
So
like
you
to hear.
actually
No.
had people respond to this Craigslist?
I actually did.
All right. What did it say?
A lot of it was like me likey. The other one was
See?
can you please
See?
send me pictures?
Me like beer.
Me like
Me
beer.
like Nitro
Me
Panda.
like that poontang.
I like
Chase, it's given that you like the poo-tang. Come on.
it's
It's talking
Poon.
about nitros, but sure.
Poon. Poon. There's an N in there. Poontang.
You're spraying that little poo-tang, orange poo-tang. Like, what's going on?
It's not called
I'm
Poontang,
sorry.
it's called Tang.
Why does he keep fucking it up?
I keep on fucking it up.
So I used to drink this drink. It was orange back in the day. You added water. It was called Poontang.
Poo-tang.
That is not what you were drinking.
What are you talking about? That's totally what
It
it,
had,
was
it
called.
had the fucking chimpanzee in the front of it. It's called Poontang, wasn't
No, it
it?
was an orangutan, motherfucker.
He knows the monkey, but he didn't know the name.
Right? Old Tang.
It was a fucking ape.
It was an ape on the front of it.
the astronauts.
So anyway,
Yeah.
so you could have potentially bought me apparently because this motherfucker
No,
had so much
no
time
one
and
could
alcohol.
have. You were put up for sale and nobody wanted you.
Wow.
It's because the price was too low. It had to be fake.
Ouch.
That's what it was. The price too low.
No, but unreal.
The funny thing was, it was you put it in like Florida's like Craigslist, one of the cities in Florida, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm pretty
I'm
sure
fucking lightheaded right now. I'm laughing so hard.
I'm pretty sure there's a community of people that would have totally fucking loved to buy me. It was way too expensive.
There was no pictures. Everybody wanted pictures. So I got 6 replies. And they're like,
And they all want
they
pictures.
wanted pictures.
That's so fucked up,
It's-
man.
the world is so
I
fucking
can only
weird.
imagine for
It's so weird.
$250,000, people are willing to pay that. They just wanted pictures.
I
Real
don't give a
quick?
fuck if they paid me $20. I would have sent the pictures. It's just one of those things.
That's the difference between you and I. I would have never sent you those pictures.
But did I send the pictures?
No, but you said $20. You
You
would
would
have.
never know.
Actually, you know what? I don't know. They might have pictures. I might be walking around downtown at some point, and someone's gonna walk up to me and be like, "Hey, aren't you the Nitro Panda?" And I'm gonna think, "Oh, how sweet! You know me from like Instagram."
I bought you.
No, I tried to buy you on Craigslist. Whoa,
And you got
ma'am,
away from me.
ma'am.
Oh, here we go with the ma'am shit. All right, let's
Ma'am.
talk about that now that we're bringing it up.
Okay.
It's ma'am.
So,
So what you guys think about that
my
shit?
favorite meme was like when you call a Marine a soldier, and it has her face or his face on there going, "It's Marine." That was my favorite post on that fucking thing.
I don't know the meme apparently.
Okay, so there was a
Don't know much
there was a
about it.
transvestite man that went into a GameStop,
Oh,
and the guy behind the counter, yeah,
never mind.
the guy behind
Dylan's
the counter
found
said,
something.
"Sir." The guy behind the counter said, "Sir," or something like that, and
Guys,
this transvestite.
hey, can you guys calm down? That's how it went down. It was like 2 females.
No.
quote, unquote.
He said, "Sir," is what got him activated, and then he was like, "Can you guys?" He messed up.
Activated.
I love
Activated.
that. Got it.
Got it.
Not
Activated.
triggered,
No,
activated.
Activated. I like that. That's
Ooh.
my new
So
thing.
it activated
It activated
testosterone
him.
or the.
Okay, so
Here we go.
apparently this guy, it was his first day. Well, okay, that's already insensitive.
Good job, Dave. Good
Which
job.
is that? Okay, let's be honest. That's who I am.
Yeah.
This guy, it was his first day trying to be a girl. It was his first day dressing in female clothes. So I think
Is that the actual story? Like,
Yes.
I don't know anything.
Yes.
Okay.
Fuck up. Are you for real?
Dude, of course I went down this rabbit hole. Who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
So,
Bro, you have
Didn't
time.
expect this.
If you're fucking looking this shit up, you have time
Yeah.
for Resident Evil 2.
Yeah,
Well,
especially
okay.
you're talking shit about me writing fucking something up for fucking Craigslist. It took me 15 minutes.
I can
you
look-
look into the story.
I can listen to this while I'm doing things like locking
Resident Evil
sections up.
2.
So, anyways, first day of the wearing of the female clothes. So I think super sensitive. I think that was the real issue.
You're sensitive.
Super self-conscious of the fact that they, them, their, zimzer was.
Zimzer.
I don't think that's correct.
Zimzer.
I mean,
The
you'd
Zer.
have to talk to that individual to find out what their pronoun was. But I don't. Anyways. So that was their first day doing it, and then obviously everybody watched it like that. It was very clear. It was very clear that she was just being an asshole. I mean, he was being an asshole, whatever you want to say. Like, the person that was getting screamed at did not do anything intentional and immediately apologized. So, like, let's say that that person did misgender you on purpose and then immediately apologized. You would think, oh, okay, well, at least that's good enough. This guy's probably an asshole, but fine. But when someone's profusely apologizing over and over again, that's your fucking issues. That was was the thing. It's really clear that the person has issues, has nothing to do with anything. All I can say is I'm happy it's 2019 and not 2017 because I feel like if it was a couple of years ago, I feel like that manager would have got fired.
Yeah.
If it was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
a little bit. Yeah, you know what? I can back you up on that as far as the management side.
So he ended
Right
up going across, and then when he was apologizing, obviously because he's stressed out, he's freaking out because somebody's freaking out on him.
Well, he's the
He
only
ends up
fucking
saying-
employee on the floor.
He ends up repeating himself, and he was like, "I'm sorry, guys," but he meant that as a
Yeah.
general statement, and he was like, "It's ma'am, it's ma'am." And just starts freaking out on everybody in the store. And like the lady was like, listen, just be easy. Like be calm down. And he was like, you need to mind your own fucking business. No, it's a fucking he. I'm not going to go against basic human biology. That was a fucking man, period, in women's clothing. That's fine if he wants to do it, but I'm not going to fucking sit here and go against my own fucking knowledge of gender fucking human biology. Sorry. I'm sorry. I respect that you want to fucking do what you want to do. I'm not going to tell you how you have to live. Just you do you and I'll do me. Don't fucking try to change the way I am about my life. That's it.
So you're saying that you would look good in a dress is what I got out of that.
I probably would look good in a dress.
Uh,
What are we showing over here?
So
Ooh.
if I'm going to change the subject a little bit, I got this shot glass and it says Bahamas on it.
Oh, yeah.
So I have a little bit of a
Bahama
story.
Mama.
I was saving this story for everybody.
What are we talking about? Like the ladies in Bahamas?
So I work at a gun shop.
Aruba,
I manage.
Jamaica. Ooh, I wanna take it to Bahama.
I'm going to go ahead and take this shot.
Come on, pretty mama. Key Largo, Montego.
And Dylan, go for it.
There we go.
Okay.
To the
So,
Kokomo.
I work at a gun shop.
I think we've missed our
For those
calling.
uninitiated, which I feel like most people that listen to this would have a good clue, but the goal when you're working at a gun shop is to provide the opportunity and educate people to defend themselves. You want to help individuals. You want to help into. Someone's moving mics over here. All right. Anyways, you want to help individuals learn how to, be familiar with guns, or if someone knows their shit, then provide them a good service. That's great. But what you don't want to do is be supplying gang members with weapons to harm people. All right, that's definitely not what you want. You can't always.
Please no.
Well, yeah, I trust me. I know you're in human relations, but I couldn't be more passionate about that. Now, that said, you can't just discriminate against people because you think that they there's something fishy about them. So, yeah. These animals are just sitting here eating peanuts. That's what you're hearing.
Yeah.
So,
sorry.
let's just address the
I'm
elephant
so
in the
hungry.
room.
I'm sorry.
Guys,
Just addressing the elephant in the room. Anyways, these assholes. So when someone comes in and buys multiple handguns, there is a mandatory multiple handgun report that you have to put out to both local law enforcement and ATF. If you're buying more than one handgun within a 5 business day period, that is how it breaks down. On top of that, if someone's really suspicious, I might not stop the sale again because I don't want to be discriminatory, but I might, raise an alert. Hey, this seemed fishy. I hope I'm wrong, just as an alert to you. Because I don't get to know how many other stores that this person's gone into, how many other FFLs he's gone into and bought 5 of the same inexpensive gun that people want out there.
What would that firearm be there, sir?
High point?
No, not
Charter
as much.
arms.
No, it's generally a little.
Left-handed charter arms.
Shut the fuck up. You son
your
of a bitch.
tattoo's terrible.
I knew it was coming back. I knew that was going to come back. Fuck you. It looks fucking
Hashtag
amazing.
chest blasted.
Just blasted.
Jesus.
Anyways,
Hashtag firehead.
Save.
Hashtag dick blood. Hashtag.
I don't-
No, they haven't picked. We can't say Dick Blood or
I don't-
Hobo Traps.
I
Okay,
don't.
Dee, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be educating any criminals on this. So, generally it's of the around $200 mark. So some skies, the
Okay.
SCCYs. Yeah.
Caltech.
I hate that they call it Sky.
Yeah. Why?
It should be like C.
Uh,
C. I bought a
anyway-
C.
Anyways, Tauruses are super popular. SD,
inexpensive
Two-tone.
guns.
SD9.
Two-tone.
Yeah. Anyways,
Charter Arms.
so this all leads to, traces are really common to where the ATF contacts us because a firearm that at some point was used in a homicide. So they'll contact the manufacturer and say, "Hey, who'd you sell this to?" They say, "We sold it to this distributor," and they just go follow that chain right up. And so we're involved with doing firearm traces pretty commonly. That's not unheard of. But I had an interesting case of a ATF agent saying that they were working with the permission of the U.S. State Department to... What is going on? What the fuck is going
We're
on?
listening.
Dave is fucking. He cannot pick up my whole fucking hand signal. Grab the fucking sticker and stick it on the table. Is what I'm trying to tell you to fucking do.
He's sitting over here doing like 50 different hand motions.
Underneath
I'm
the
trying
shot
to fucking
glass.
Thank you,
talk.
Dylan.
Like I'm talking to the listeners, but
Stick
I'm
the
also
fucking-
talking
thank
to you
you.
fuckheads
Thank
that
you,
are in
Chase.
this room. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we're listening.
Fucking amateur hour over here. God, we're trying to do a fucking podcast here.
So, anyways, the EATF says, "Hey, we're with the permission of the U.S. government. We are helping a Bahamas law enforcement because the individual that we were working a case on that you gave us information about got arrested in the Bahamas. So, rather than trying to extradite him to here, we're going to let them prosecute the case
How convenient.
but we're going to assist him."
Does
Hey,
it
we're-
have to deal with that firearm? Did he get caught with that firearm?
I think
in the
it
Bahamas?
relates to the gentleman supplying firearms to gang members.
That one.
Yeah,
Got
which
Big
I
thing in
do,
Bahamas.
which I do not want to be a part of. As a gun shop, I'm not an owner, but someone that runs a gun shop. That's the last thing I want. That's the absolute worst side of my business.
Sure.
So they show up. Of course, I'm super accommodating. I try to be as helpful to the ATF. I do not see them in any kind of adversarial light at all. I like law enforcement. I like helping law enforcement. They're not the bad guy. They're stopping murderers. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
So she shows up. We got a gentleman that's I get everybody's IDs. He's a royal detective of the Royal Bahama Police Department or something along
Yeah,
those lines.
It's a really long,
They got a
long
fancy
name.
ass fucking name.
Yeah. Anyways,
Royal.
so he's
Bro.
immediately like, "Well, would someone be able to come down to testify in court to this?" I'm like, "Oh fuck, I don't want to go to the fucking Bahamas. Like, I don't have time to do my shit. I don't want to go on a.
Bro, it's Bahamas.
I know I'm supposed to like
Take
it,
the other
but
D,
I don't like it.
Take the other D with you.
So I'm like, well, and they're immediately like, well, maybe it's above your pay grade. You have to talk to someone else. I'm like, God damn it. So there's only 2 people that are ahead of me. There's the owner, and then there's the owner's brother. So I go to try to talk directly to the owner. He's on a phone call. He just waves me off and tells me to go to the owner's brother. Talk to the owner's brother. He's immediately on my same page. Like, no, fuck no. We're not going to go to the Bahamas to testify. We're going to give them all the documentation and we'll chat. We'll video chat if we need to. Whatever we can do to be accommodating. We're not going to fucking go to the Bahamas. And then the owner comes out and is immediately like, fuck that. I'm sending someone to the Bahamas. If they want someone going to the Bahamas, like, we're going to be whatever they want is yes.
Hell yeah.
God
Yeah, because
damn
I
it.
mean, you gotta when you're on top like that, when you're one of the biggest, one of the well known, you gotta kind of make decisions like that, and you gotta make sure.
He's just as pro law enforcement as I am.
Sure,
I mean,
of course.
he really he has the same mentality as I do. We don't want to be. We're out to help people save their own lives.
Yeah.
We're not out to help supply gang members pieces of shit doing pieces of shit things.
Agreed.
It makes the case a lot better hearing it from somebody compared to fucking like all of these documents. Somebody from said establishment saying, hey, yeah, we sold this motherfucker these guns, and that's pretty much all you gotta say.
I mean,
and then it
that's
goes from there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what I could say to move that conversation along. Of like, yeah, the firearm sale seemed suspicious. That's about it. Like,
Well,
I don't know this guy. Like, I don't have any character development I can give them.
No, I mean, they don't need it. They just want you to come down there and be something as stupid as that. Like, yes, we sold fucking firearms to this fucking piece of shit.
Yep.
Bam.
So
Fucking 5 minutes in the courtroom, and then you have a trip to Bahamas.
Exactly. Now back to the Bahamas. What do you have planned? How long are you going to be there? Are you getting paid?
I don't think anything's planned yet.
Dude, yeah, nothing's planned. But I also already have to go to small claims court.
What?
Okay, first of all,
Oh, yeah.
I've this is a legitimate count. 37 times I've been to court since I've worked.
Well, we only got a few minutes left, so 37.
I'm not going to go over all of them. I'm not going over
3.7.
I'm not
That's a
going-
terrible idea.
I'm not going over all of them, but just as much, just to show you how
They actually call you in for fucking small claims court for
all types
that
of courts,
bullshit.
all types of court. I've been to juvenile court. I've been to federal court. I've been to all for multiple different things.
God damn, Freddie,
And
what the
37
fuck are you
times.
doing?
No, it's not me. It's for the company. It's because I work in that world, and because I work in that world, people don't think that they're adamant about this. They don't think that they're actually on top of their game about trying to get these criminals in prison. They are.
Okay.
I've been to court 37 times to testify for other things or
Getting
whatever.
piece of shit locked up.
Just getting, because it's,
Yeah.
I'm also on the side. I'm on the same side as everybody else is when it comes to we don't want criminals to have guns. But the solution
Amen.
is not get rid of guns. The solution is just punish those. Like that's it. Just handle them. Law-abiding citizens aren't generally the ones that end up in court like that.
So I should have brought this up off air to figure out if you guys have any opinions, because I feel like I might ask this and it's going to fall on deaf ears. No one's going to give a fuck. But the yellow jackets in France.
We've been talking about that for like the last 3 episodes.
You see
We
how
brought it
you
up.
see
What are you
how,
talking
No,
about?
I'll take that back. We didn't talk about it. We brought it up 3 episodes ago about the yellow jackets in France.
No, we didn't.
we've actually spoke on it like maybe once or twice. It's
it
not
was-
a big conversation,
It
but we
was
brought it
it
up.
was like not even 30 seconds.
well, okay,
worth.
what's your opinion on it?
So have you noticed that it's been disappearing out of media a little bit? Like everybody's trying to move on.
Everything.
But
in
they're
general.
still going through it. They're still going. What's my opinion on it? I think that the people are sick and tired of whatever it is they're sick. I know what they're sick and tired of. But
It all
I'm
started
going to give
with
you the general.
raising taxes, and I think that's what started it with the raising taxes on gasoline. Am I correct?
I'm
Yes.
going to give you a
That's
general
what kickstarted
opinion.
it.
I'm not going to give you
Okay.
what I know about it. Here's my
Sure.
general opinion.
Go for it.
You are a people of the country. You live in this country, and the country's ran by a government of your choice or whatever. Not depending on what your
Prime minister.
whatever your democracy is, whether it be prime minister, whether it be president, whether it be God. I don't care. Whatever. But you are the people that actually live in this property, and you don't agree with something, then you should speak up. Okay, I'm completely against communism. Fuck communism. Okay, you should be able to speak up because you live there. You should have a voice. Now, if for whatever reason they're not willing to work with you in the middle, then you need to go ahead and stand up for yourselves. For them, it's I know what the reason is, but they're all standing up for themselves. Good on them. Because I would hope and pray that when your freedoms are taken here or something's done here that's completely absurd, that makes no sense, and you don't agree with, that I would hope that people here would stand up too.
I want human relations opinion.
I think it's kind of like too far forward because that's a little bit more of a police state when it came from what's going on in France. Like right now, a lot of people actually the police ended up quitting, and then Homeboy ended up hiring a bunch of other guys that are willing to take a contract.
You don't work in HR.
I've worked in it worldwide.
I want to hear HR's opinion.
I have worked in the same thing worldwide.
Worldwide, and
It's
I dealt
totally
with HR.
different. Dude, it's totally different. It's got to be totally different.
Understood.
Well,
Got
I
it.
mean,
Go ahead, HR. Take the lead.
Yeah, but HR
I'm not saying you don't have anything value to say.
No.
Yeah, I just got to say it's
we're
different.
tight on
you know?
time. I'm
Right.
just going for it.
HR also is different there than HR is anywhere else.
Let HR take it.
I would that they're rioting. That rioting's a bad thing, or that they're trying to fight.
That's
for
what's
the
so
rights.
confusing to me. So, like, a lot of people on Instagram that we follow, that some of them listen to this and support it, have been very pro Yellow Jacket. I am not versed enough in French politics to be able. I have some idea because I have some friends that lived in France, but they're also super liberal. So, I have some idea, but I don't have an in-depth, strong enough opinion on what's going on there. But it seems to be that there's a lot of clashes between the law enforcement there and the protesters. So it's always a hard juxtaposition to say, are the protesters correct? Or the cops just put in a bad spot?
There are videos and actual proof that cops have been using lethal force against these protesters, and yet on the other side of things, the protesters haven't been shown as much as the other ones. Now it could be somebody.
See, that's a hard thing, though.
I know.
But
so
to get
law enforcement
shot-
are outnumbered
To
by
get shot?
a significant amount. So to pretend like law enforcement's lives have not been
So
endangered,
they have
throughout
a
that,
You're
there's
so,
no
absolutely
so they
right.
have a revolution. Okay, so if they want a revolution, it's basically one stronger opinion than the other. There is no rules. There's no laws. There's no rules. Revolution's
right.
revolution.
At the same time, this is a country that doesn't have any firearms, and knives are considered a weapon.
Yeah.
They can't even carry knives or guns. For them to be used or get deadly force used upon them, that's pretty
Do you see
extreme.
how quickly
That's-
we
that's
jumped?
what I was saying.
How quick?
Okay. For riding in general you don't need weapons to ride. You
Yes.
have fucking the shit that you can grab off the streets that can fucking be thrown and that can harm other cops.
Sure.
I mean, I get fucking your rights, and if that's a thing, I get that, but that is definitely not the way to fucking do it. When you start rioting, you start throwing other cops into it.
I feel like there's never an acceptable way of rioting.
There's not. There's no.
No,
There's no.
rioting,
really-
you
rioting
can
is the
have-
step above
You
Yeah.
can have your peaceful protest.
protest, and then it
Sure.
goes rioting.
Absolutely fine.
You're fucking shit up, and you shouldn't do that.
You're,
No one
you're
should
breaking
be
other
doing
people's
that.
property.
when
Yeah.
you're yep.
You're absolutely right. So
But-
as long as all right, us talking about this, let's make sure that we're separating this. The riot is way above the fucking protest, and riot is definitely not like the fucking lawful way of fucking doing things.
Peaceful
Am I right?
protest is fine, but when we're talking about different fucking weapons that they can get, I mean, how easy is a Molotov to make? How easy is fucking throwing a brick?
Easy.
No, I mean that. Yes, if you're throwing fucking bricks, you throw
So-
Molotovs, you need
and
to be shot.
These
So-
are things that were actually happening during
you need to be shot for that, huh?
Yes, if you're throwing something that's fire at me, I will fucking kill you.
because it could be deadly.
Fuck
yeah.
you.
You got the capability,
understand that.
I get it.
opportunity,
I mean-
and intent
I mean,
to
that's the
hurt
shit.
somebody.
This is
I
the
get it.
same shit that goes on in
I agree.
Israel.
I agree.
I agree.
I mean,
But
it goes
would-
here too.
Would it be safe?
Well, yeah.
Would it be safe to say that right now that they're going through a revolution? They want a change.
They want a change, but
I'm-
they're going it about the wrong way.
I don't
Would you
think,
call it the wrong way?
if
what
you
if-
want, if you want to talk about revolution,
Let's
you
talk
need-
about this.
right to them?
United States of America, the fucking Democrats win. They banned all firearms in the United
Ooh,
States.
that would be
They take away.
terrible.
It needs
They
to be a
take
vote.
away the Second Amendment. They
It-
take.
Well,
I know it's a vote.
That's
Hold on,
extreme.
I know it's a vote.
That's
Hold on.
extreme.
Hold on, no, not
Okay.
necessarily, but how it happens is incredibly important.
Yes.
Okay.
So you say
Universal
they,
background.
You say they take away the Second Amendment.
I think
Do
this
they
should be a
legal-
two-part.
Do they legally repeal the Second Amendment, or do they just do a gun grab?
This is definitely a terrible conversation to be on. With
Well,
2
this is
minutes left.
perfect because this is going to be our cliffhanger for the night, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be part one of our conversation. It's a very good and very deep conversation that a lot of us are asking questions about, but nobody's actually really fully talking about it. A lot of people are going to go ahead and type on it and say what they would do, but would you really do what you would really do? We're going to go and give our opinions on it on the next podcast. You have to wait until listen to it for next week. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been another great, lovely night. Lots of fun, lots of laughter. Fuck you, Dave, for trying to sell me online. And this is amazing.
Love you, man.
This is amazing. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're here to stay, man. We love everybody's feedback. We love every one of our listeners. We love every one of our followers, and we are appreciative. And what we're trying to do is build this community of people, so each one of us can go ahead and come together and agree and disagree on multiple different things. But we're trying to build a community of people that are just patriotic, American loving people, regardless of from where you are, what background, everything like that. Just an equality thing that we're trying to basically raise the unity instead of diversity. Not diversity, but division. Sorry. So anyway, I got Bad Karma Live. You can follow him on Instagram, on his social media platforms. I've got Dave Cabal, proud founder and owner of CabalUSA.co. Be sure to look that up. And don't forget, if you remember here, ladies and gentlemen, he promised 20% off if you type in Covert Standard as the promo code. But you can follow him on all social media platforms at Cabal USA. I've also got Dylan. You can follow him on his social media on _. He posts a lot of things, a lot of cool outdoor activities that he likes to do, and I'm sure he'll be posting up some gunsmithing stuff here soon of guns that he's working on, which are pretty cool. And then I am the Nitro Panda. You can find me on all social media platforms at the Nitro Panda. That's across the board everywhere. And please be sure to follow Covert Standards pages on everything. A website will be coming to you soon. And ladies and gentlemen, we would love it if you would please hit subscribe if you like what you hear at the end of this, so that way we can go ahead and track how many follows we got, so we can go ahead and give shout outs for each and every one of you, and just wait for everything that we got posting on.
Also, we'd love for you to talk some shit.
Yeah, talk some shit, man.
Give us some feedback.
Give us some feedback. I've got Covert Standard already started up on a Facebook page. I haven't really gone deep down into it, but I will be posting more to get everybody a feedback on that. But you can hit us up on our Instagrams. Argue with us.
Give us topics to talk about that you
talk
want to hear
shit back.
about.
If you didn't like what we said, fuck it, say it, man. If you love what we said, say it too. We would love to hear your feedback.
We'll put out that P.O. box so you can send whiskey to.
I love it.
Oh, man, whiskey.
Chase, you're on point
Way
right
to bring
there,
up
man.
broken promises.
So, ladies and gentlemen, again, we're coming to you from us, and we love every single one of you. Have a good night.
Hustle.